Maybe I just won't touch it. Here we go. My name is Olivia Thompson, and I am so proud and grateful to be the teacher of all these wonderful students that you'll hear from tonight. This group is violinists in Book 1 and 2 with one viola. We have an awesome viola up here with us. Aiden, will you wave your bow? Aiden's our only viola up here, so he's doing a great job. We're going to play 3 songs for you. We'll start with Jolly Old St. Nicholas, followed by O Come Little Children, and then We Wish You a Merry Christmas. And we have some students here who are brand new to playing their instruments, and they're going to ring some jingle bells for us today. A special solo by Ava Turley. Now, Ava went to see Lindsey Sterling last year, I believe, and she decided she really wanted to learn this special song, Carol of the Bells. So she and I have been working on this since May, and it's been so much fun for her to practice, and we're excited to play it for you together today. just shows that hard work pays off. It's been a lot of months practicing that, and she did it beautifully. All right, at this time, we'll invite everyone with a green sticker up, and we are going to hear a beautiful poem shared by Evelyn Warner. She's going to come read us a nice Christmas poem. So green people come up, we're going to set up while she reads this to us.
The First Christmas Night by Keith Christopher. It was the very first Christmas when all through the town not a creature was stirring, there was not a sound. The moon shining bright and the heavens so high gave the luster of midday to the Bethlehem sky. The animals were nestled in warm cozy places with looks of contentment on each of their faces. And Mary and Joseph, so tired from their road, had just settled into a humble abode. To a Bethlehem stable they had traveled with care. They knew that their baby would soon be there. And then in the stable, a baby's first cry, peace on earth, goodwill, redemption is nigh. He had not a crib, so in a manger instead, the tiny new baby laid on his sweet head. Mary looked down at his cute little nose and silently counted 10 fingers, 10 toes. As shepherds kept watch on the small nearby hill, their sheep all silent and sleepy and still. When suddenly in the sky there rose such a sight, one angel, then many, appeared in the night. The heavens rejoiced as their story unfurled. A baby, a Savior, had been born to the world. So the shepherds arose to search for the place, to get a close look at the baby's sweet face. Then out of the east there came royalty, whose mission was finding the Savior, you see. When they finally found the baby they sought, gold, frankincense, and myrrh were the gifts that they brought. So the wise men bowed down and praised his sweet name. Soon all those who heard and would rejoice that he came. And now we that know can say with delight, Jesus was born on the first Christmas night.
Thank you so much, Evelyn. These are our violins, book 3 and up, and we will play first Noel, O Christmas Tree, and then March from the Nutcracker. 2 solos. We have a duet, harp and violin, by James and his mom Tess. They're going to play Still, Still, Still for us. And then Isaiah Spencer will play Oh Holy Night on viola. you. All right, anybody with a blue or yellow sticker, come on up. These are our fantastic violas. Blue and yellow, come on up. And while they get set up, we're going to hear a nice Christmas story read by Libby.
Sarah's Christmas Miracle. December of 1932, and Sarah's mother had just died. Sarah was 18 and the oldest of 4 children. Since their father had died 8 years earlier, times have been tough for a long while. With no parents, Sarah was now responsible for taking care of her younger siblings. Their friends and neighbors weren't able to help the family because the United States was entering into a Great Depression, and most families were barely scraping by. Their mother's death had been hardest for Edward, the youngest. He was 11 when Mom died. He had hardly spoken since his mother died, and he had been too sad to cry at her funeral. Sarah knew that if they could just make it through the winter, they could plant a garden and find jobs in the spring. For food that winter, the children had some flour and sugar, bottled fruit, and a couple of cows to milk. Even though they didn't have much, Christmas was usually a happy time of year. When their mom was alive, she would sew new socks and underwear for the kids to have on Christmas Day. Since there was nothing else available to them, Sarah told the other children that on Christmas Eve, they would wrap up the socks and underwear they had gotten for Christmas last year, just so they could have a present to open on Christmas morning. This realization that they'd been regifting themselves presents left the children feeling sad. Sarah tried to lighten the mood in suggesting that maybe Santa would make it to their house this year. Edward muttered that the kids at school said that Santa wasn't real. Sarah was determined to make a treat and tell Edward that Santa had come. That night, after everyone was asleep, she milked the cows and mixed a little milk with some sugar to make caramels. On Christmas morning, the children got up early, did their chores, and went to church to sing Christmas carols with their neighbors. Sarah was the last to leave the house, and she left the secret caramels on the kitchen table, excited to see her siblings' reaction after church. As the children walked home, they could see that something was wrong with their house. The front door was open, and snow had swept in through the opening. All at once, they began running as fast as they could to see what was the matter. When they got inside, they found a squawking chicken in a basket. On their table was a roast beef, homemade bread, and a beautiful fruit cake. Then they noticed the caramels. 2 of them were missing, and in their place was a note that said, "Merry Christmas, thanks for the candy, love, Santa." Edward had not shed a tear since his mother died. He sat down at the kitchen table and sobbed as he said, "Nobody will ever tell me that there isn't a Santa." All 4 children made it through that difficult winter. Sarah found a job in the spring and eventually helped pay for the siblings to go to college. The siblings and their posterity after them often think of Christmas miracle with gratitude. Let's all be a little bit more grateful this Christmas season.
We now get to hear from our violas. They're going to play We Three Kings, O Come All Ye Faithful, and then Deck the Halls. like Mom Kalina, and I'm so grateful that we have parents who are musical, and it's really rare to have a parent who plays viola because viola is kind of a unique instrument. So we hope you enjoy all violas playing Deck the Halls. We're going to play It Came Upon a Midnight Clear, What Child Is This? And then we have a special piece. This one's from Suzuki Viola Book 4. It's a viola duo. We're playing the fourth movement of Telemann's Concerto for Two Violas. reached the final piece in this concert, so everybody please come up and you'll stand. Unless you're advanced violin, you'll stand in the same place you already stood. Advanced violin, find your green tape on either side. And while everybody gets up here, I just wanted to share a few thoughts. I moved back to Salt Lake in 2021 for grad school, and I could never have imagined the exponential growth that I have experienced. And not only with number of students, but also I feel like I have grown in love for music through all of these wonderful people. So thank you for valuing this, for putting value in this, for investing time and energy and money into quality instruments and lessons. Thank you so much for all that you do at home to make this happen and to make meaningful experiences for your kids. I'm so grateful. I also want to thank our lovely accompanists. We have Madeline Montgomery on piano. She's been with us for a long time. Her husband is applying for residency for his medical degree, and I hope they don't move so that we can keep having her play with us. So let's give her a round of applause. And then we have the fabulous Tess Maxwell Everson on harp. My students have loved practicing with the recording of Silent Night, and I'm sure they're excited to play it live for you now, so please enjoy. Cards for all of you performers if you go out this door, Christmas card and a little treat. Thanks for all the work you put in. And thank you to you families. Feel free to stay, mingle, take pictures, whatever you'd like to do. Thank you again for being here.